This piece in Axios, which I saw, it said AOC eyes 2028 presidential run. And now the headline that I'm seeing is AOC's 2028 decision, run for president or Senate. So it feels like they're already downgrading this a little bit from what I initially saw. But here's what they're saying. AOC and her team are positioning for her to run for president of the U.S., not president of the Senate, president or the U.S. Senate in 2028, according to her people. Could shake up the presidential race. If it were to be Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, 74, is up for re-election in 2028. I think she would beat Chuck Schumer. I really do. Remember, she pushed out, I forget who the guy was. He was a senior Democrat guy in the House, though, who just got really entitled and lazy and didn't really want to fight for his seat. I can't remember his name now. It's been a while. But she was an upstart, and she managed to beat him for that. I love watching. Democrat infighting is always fun, right? It's like watching, you want both sides to lose. So whatever they do to each other is so entertaining. But I think that AOC would be formidable. Schumer, when it comes to funding, and he knows the game, and he's got the donors and all that, sure. But he's going to be 70, what is he going to be, 76, 77 when he's up for re-election? The guy's going to be looking at 80 years old. AOC's a whole lot younger, and I do think the dynamic has changed a little bit now. Joe Crowley, thank you, team. Joe Crowley was who AOC beat. I think the dynamic has changed a bit now in a post-Biden public meltdown era, where now it really hits when somebody says, look at that guy or that gal, too old for that position of power. Right? Now, I know they want to do this with Trump, but it doesn't work because Trump is still a force of nature, right? This guy is the energy and this. This is just true. Even honest people who despise Trump are willing to admit that the guy has just an unbelievable zest for the game, for being out there, for doing press conferences, for doing live events, and then, playing 18 holes, and then, traveling to this place and traveling to that place and having the conferences. And he's incredible that way. So that's why it doesn't work. If Trump wasn't apparent in his physical capability, then they would be pushing this a lot, obviously, in a post-Biden era. But, Chuck Schumer, I mean, he's getting up there. Looks like he's lost a step. And, Senate term, 6 years. Is it really going to be? Anyway, I think she could be formidable for Schumer. But in my mind, she's going to run for president. Why wait? You think she's going to be patient and take the long view on this one? No, run for president. Because as I've said, and I do really believe this, running for president has become, for a lot of people, just a branding exercise. It's something that allows a person to get their name out there, to build their social media, which matters in elections now. This matters in politics. So I could see this absolutely being the case. Now, the problems that she'll come up against are she's far left. She's kind of a phony in a lot of ways, right? As you know, she's like AOC from the Bronx, except she's from Westchester. And those are not similar places, really. There are some very nice parts of the Bronx, and there are some very upscale, expensive parts of the Bronx. And that's sure, but she's pretended to be from the mean streets of the Bronx, and that's just not true. So she's up as somebody also who is very left-wing, as we know, and that will be an issue for her. But I think the bigger problem is she is not, in fact, very bright. And that is a reality that will be hard for her to cover up for very long. For example, after Charlie Kirk's assassination, here's AOC. This is cut 15, calling for gun control. Play 15.
Listen, I know this might be a point of disagreement among some folks, but I think that our common sense kind of gun safety measures are so past due beyond in terms of us being able to pass this. This isn't about taking anyone's guns away. This isn't about attacking the Second Amendment. It's about how do we get to a point where people who are at risk of committing domestic violence, who are at risk of committing violence, can so easily gain access to deadly weapons such as these. And so to me, it's time to pass common sense gun safety measures, the kinds of things that responsible gun owners also support.
I mean, what she says is just completely, it's just pablum. It's nothing. It's nonsense. What would be the common sense gun safety measure that would apply to the assassination or the assassin of Charlie Kirk? What would it have been? What would have stopped this? If you're talking about the weapon, which is what Democrats almost always focus on, it was a bolt action rifle. So now we're just saying you can't have, if you can't have a bolt action rifle, you can't have a firearm, period. This is what the a lot of the Democrats who say, well, I have no problem with hunters, you know, and they put Tim Walz out there who's like holding a shotgun upside down, looks like a less masculine version of Elmer Fudd, you know, and he's like, I like to go hunting and all this. No, the Second Amendment's not about hunting. It's a nice thing to be able to do with your firearm, but it's not about hunting. As you know, it's a defense against tyranny. It's the inherent right of self-defense and defense against the tyrannical state that we all have and that the founders recognized. I'm excited to be having some steaks tonight, courtesy of Good Ranchers. Good Ranchers is absolutely delicious. Go to goodranchers.com. You'll see what I'm talking about. They send a box of proteins to you. I mean, meat. We're talking beef, chicken, pork, salmon, and this is the good stuff. And you'll be amazed at how much beef is actually imported to our country, but Good Ranchers, all of it is American, my friends. We love the taste of Good Ranchers in this household. Every shipment that arrives feels like Christmas morning when I open that box. Comes to your home. Like I said, it's a subscription, but you pick what you want, how often you want it delivered. Ships overnight, it's guaranteed. When you get your Good Ranchers subscription, you'll be getting $25 off each month. You'll also get free shipping and a free gift in every order for life. Choose from bacon, chicken nuggets, even Wagyu burgers. You can swap the gift each month to try something new. Visit goodranchers.com. Use my name, Buck, as your promo code. To also get a one-time $40 discount plus the $25 ongoing discount in future months. So that's $65 off a month. Look, I'm just telling you, this meat is amazing. You have it delivered. It's so convenient. It's already all sealed up for you. You put it right in your freezer. Thaw it. You're good to go. It's delicious. Go to goodranchers.com. Use my name, Buck. You get the gift, you get the discount, and you'll be eating delicious meat from American farmers, American ranchers. Goodranchers.com, promo code BUCK.